Don't do it the old way, do it the new way.
Today's Community Spotlight is brought to you by New Way Restoration and Cleaning. Hi everybody, I'm Dave Stevens with New Way Restoration and Cleaning. I am the Business Development Rep and Marketing Manager for New Way. Today I am joined by
Devin, Callis, owner at 3rd Street Diner.
Devin. Thank you so much for having me here in the diner today. I really appreciate you carving out some time to talk with me. I just wanted to come down and talk a little bit about your business. So this is not only 3rd Street Diner, this is also Oakmar Hotel, correct?
Correct, yes.
All right, and it has been Oakmar Hotel for how long?
So everything was built in 1970.
Uh-huh.
So it's been a staple in the community for quite some time.
Absolutely.
I believe I'm the 3rd owner here, so
Okay.
Hasn't really crossed a lot of hands in that many amount of years, which is it's very cool to just be sewn into the fabric of the community with something that's been here for so long.
Sure, absolutely. I remember, I'll give you some of my personal experience here at this restaurant. Whenever I was a little kid, this is my granddad's favorite breakfast spot. He's gone now, but we used to sit right over there by the window, and he would get the breakfast of champions, which is fried potatoes, sausage gravy, and onions, and slam her down. So, but the fond memories inside of this restaurant, and I like that you kept it, like you have the old bar stools, you've kept it kind of like vintage looking, which I really like. I really like about that. It's kind of like a modern old fashioned.
Yeah, that's kind of exactly the feel I was going for, just solely really because the story is similar to yours.
Sure.
Whenever I was a child, I used to come in with my aunt and uncle all the time.
Yeah.
Which they are both passed now, but very similar. You know, just you have memories growing up in a place, coming to eat with your family.
Makes it special.
And some of the best memories you can have are gathered around a table.
Sure. 100%.
You know, so it's pretty cool to be able to see others experience that in this little place.
Absolutely. I 100% agree with that. I want to talk a little bit about your food. Let's talk about your food. Your dessert options are fantastic, okay? I love coming in here and getting coconut cream pie or whatever you've got over there. In that case, is usually beautiful. I understand you have some merch now.
We do. Yes, we do have some t-shirts, coffee mugs, hats, beanies, things like that.
Okay.
And
Tell me about the genius behind the sign. Your sign. Who thinks of all these wisecracking jokes, man? Because my grandma, we're riding through town, okay? Every time we come through town, it's always, she starts hysterically laughing out of nowhere. I know that we're probably passing the business here.
I kind of get inspiration from wherever. I mean, it just depends.
So it's you.
Conversations, me,
Okay.
Some of the employees here always throw some good funny ones at me every once in a while. And, you know, I think it's just a nice touch. You're just driving through and just something to look over and put a smile on your face, if nothing else.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's ridiculous.
It's cool.
Some of the stuff you put out is ridiculous.
Some of our stuff has actually made it on people's podcasts down in Texas. Mm-hmm. I think it was Dear Anybody But Me and the Cowboy is the podcast that it made it on.
It made it in a podcast clear down in Texas.
Yeah, they called us and actually they had a contest and someone local from here won the contest. And they called and got a gift card and everything, and they talk about our signs quite often on the their podcasts
That's
just
hilarious.
for entertainment. So
That's excellent. So tell me, do you have any upcoming events?
So currently, I guess our next one will be scheduled in August, which the exact dates to be announced yet, but it definitely will be in the month of August. So we got together with Chapter 3 Books here local. They do a book swap every month. It's pretty good turnout. They go around different businesses and things. Me and my wife has kind of turned into like our little date opportunity for the week. We go and or the month rather, and we go and do that together. And but we're going to host one here at the diner. We're going to do it outside. I'm going to work with Charging at You. We're going to get some tents set up, some bouncy houses, and then we'll have food, the book swap, and there'll be stuff for kids and stuff to do to entertain them while the moms are doing the book swap stuff.
Right.
So.
Well, I love that you're so community oriented like that. It's nice to have something for the kids. So come out in August and support that event.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about you being a staple in this community, rather your business. What do you think makes the most impact on the community? How does your business make the most impact on the community? I mean, obviously you're doing the events. You've partnered with New Way before.
Yeah.
And we've done some veteran lunches, is that correct?
Yeah, we did that last year. Or not last year, year before that. Last year, I think you just did up here. Yeah, no, and that's something I do enjoy doing, like trying to bring in small businesses together to do different little things together, however you can, because that's really what it's about. Like,
absolutely.
And as long as we can shop local here, support each other, everyone's needs can be met and all that.
Shop local. Shop local. Shop local. Please shop local. There's so many excellent little businesses here in town. This is one of them. Continue to shop local. I mean, we just did one. We posted a video last Thursday. We're releasing these every Thursday. Bougie Bottoms Boutique.
Yeah.
Great little shop. It's so easy though. Like if you're not familiar with going out in the Alder Street, and you drive by it every day, go in there. Let's see what's up.
Coincidentally, I have one of their Kimes Ranch shirts on right now from Bougie Bottoms because they're comfortable.
Man,
so
I couldn't have worked that any better if I tried. Wow, we were in here. New Way was in here.
That
was not a good day.
That was not a good day at all. So it was the day of our employee Christmas party. And about 2 hours before the party's ready to start, we had a line in the upstairs storage area above our kitchen. Froze, busted, and made a huge mess in our kitchen. I mean, we had inches of water coming out here in the dining room, and I was just about to lose my mind. And I honestly didn't know what to do because it was just such a mess. And so I gave Bill a call, and he's like, dude, no problem. He's like, I'll have somebody up here in 20 minutes. And when I left,
that was busy season time.
Yeah, and I honestly, I got the phone call, and in my own mind, I'm like, man, 20 minutes. I was like, there's just no way. I was like,
we were up here.
I did not have, I had my doubts, but then in less than 20 minutes, I turn around and I see you guys walking through the door, and at a time where I was super overwhelmed, you guys were just like, what's the problem? I showed you everything. Hey, we understand you got an employee thing. You get out of here and enjoy it, and we'll have this cleaned up. So, I left, and we went, and we had the greatest night down at Burdak's Banquet Hall, and it was just such a wonderful evening. And even though all this was going on here, I felt at ease because you guys were handling it.
Nice.
And when we got done, it was probably 10 o'clock at night by the time we got everything wrapped up down there. I stopped back in here, and it was like next to nothing, like nothing happened almost, other than the giant dehumidifiers still, drying some residual water out, and the fans going. Everything was cleaned up, put away. It wasn't a disaster scene any longer. And unbelievably enough, by the next morning, about 10 o'clock, everything was ready to roll. and we were back open again. And I just, for the disaster that it was, to only turn around
And it was a disaster.
and we lost 2 hours of business, and that's it. And small business, like it's important to be open.
Yeah, 100%.
Not only is there people that are wanting to come in and eat, but each one of the employees here depend on me being able to keep the building maintained and keep things moving and operational for their livelihoods as well. And it's something that it's a heavy task a lot of days that people don't realize. There's been plenty of times where I'm here at 3 o'clock in the morning.
It's harder when you care.
Yeah,
absolutely. For sure.
And there's been plenty of times, I'm here stressing out 3 a.m. because I've got a septic line backed up or just any sort of disaster.
You've got something to take care of.
Something you need to do in off hours, and to be able to get it done and make sure that your employees can still be able to come to work and get their hours.
That's invaluable.
Knowing that this place actually, we support about 33 people.
That's a good number. For a
it's,
smaller local business, 33 employees is,
right.
That's pretty big, So Devin, last part of this interview, man, I was walking in and I saw this litigious wall of awards. Why don't you tell me a little bit about what you got going on up here? I see the Greatest of Garrett County winner, Hotel and Lodging. I also saw this really cool little press release from America's Best Restaurants. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so this is just kind of a wall of, a success since I've had this building, which I'm kind of proud of.
Since you own this building.
This is just since I've started. Our first year, right out of the gate, was voted on by the people of Garrett County. But we got breakfast, lunch, overall restaurant, and hotel, motel, and
people pleasing is hard to do, man.
Oh, it is.
Restaurant industry, whatever. People pleasing is hard. So to have that kind of a rep is pretty awesome.
Yeah, and it's something we take great pride in.
Sure.
From our guests at the hotel that are coming into the community. We want their stay here to be as nice as can be. We take great pride in the rooms being very, very clean.
Yeah. Absolutely.
At the end of the day, this is just a small town motel.
Right.
That a lot of people pass by, so your rep is kind of everything on your business.
Absolutely.
Anything from there, and then of course we carry that experience right into the dining room.
Yep.
With wanting people to have a good place to eat.
Great food, by the way. Come get you a BLT. Okay. Simple, elegant, delicious, and the dill pickle spears, or are they chips?
Chips and dill pickles.
I like the spears.
Yeah.
I like the spears, but they're great.
So, and that's another thing we've earned of this year was, America's Best Restaurants had called because of our diner here, and they had saw some of the footage that we had put on and chose us to be on their road show. So we just did filming a few weeks ago for that.
Okay.
And then here in about 2 weeks, I'll be able to see the first draft of the show myself.
Sweet, man.
And then after that,
stay tuned for that.
We'll go from there, and then just keep track on our Facebook page, which is primarily where I do all the marketing stuff. Is pretty much on Facebook. Just Third Street Diner, easy to find.
Instagram, YouTube.
No, just
Facebook.
Quite literally, just Facebook is all
Hot
I mess
dog.
with. I probably should start dabbling in TikTok a little bit.
Yeah,
just because they're fun and people like them. But anyway, America's Best Restaurants. You'll be able to watch the episode first on our Facebook page. So we're actually going to have a big deal for that. So we'll have a big watch party whenever that happens. I haven't determined on a date yet, but it'll be very soon. So just keep your eyes open for that. But it's going to be nice because it doesn't just highlight the building here. It's going to highlight the community as well, because that's really what any business is. It's not anybody can provide a service, a food, anything, but it's really about the people that use the service. That's what makes the business what it is. It's not so much a single food item or a single area rug that got cleaned. It's the people.
Absolutely.
And that's what I think is important in community with that stuff.
Heck yeah, man. Well, thank you again for having me
Dave.
here today. I really appreciate
Yep.
your time, dude. This has been awesome. Thank you for sharing this with me. And guys, I know I said it already, but continue to support local business. We'll see you in the next one.
Don't do it the old way, do it the new way.
Today's Community Spotlight is brought to you by New Way Restoration and Cleaning.